Hello, class. This next video is to help you access your assignments. I'm assuming that you've completed your course acceptance acknowledgement and all of the steps involved in the getting started or the announcement where you connect to MyLab for the first time and establish your account. Now you'll be able to access your assignments. So at this point, you'll want to go back to MyLab course materials. Remember, it takes a couple of tabs before you get to the course homepage. Okay, so we'll select courseware, access courseware. And this time when you click Open MyLab and Mastering up here, it's going to bring you to the course homepage. And your assignments are on the sidebar over here called Assignments. Here are all of the assignments that you'll have to complete in the class in the order that you need to complete them and with the due dates when they need to be completed by. Okay, I do want to show you one thing based on this content in the MyLab. You may want to get to your eText separately, in which case you have access to all these other things. None of them really pertain to your course. The assignments are what I use from MyLab. If you want to do independent learning by accessing these resources, feel free. But the eText may be something you want to access, even though you'll have access to it within the assignments. So if you go to the eText and you hit this eText that mirrors your book, what I like about that is that you now have a separate tab open in which you can go straight to a particular section. Like for the first module, if you want to look at the data collection and you want to say we're looking at the, let's say, sampling methods. You can go there and notice they have a way to get to the videos here. That will allow you to access the videos in the textbook simultaneously as you come back over here and access your modules. Now, you certainly need to complete the orientation assignment right away, and it's just going to help you get acclimated to how you enter answers into the system. So let's assume you've done that, and I just want to point out how these modules work. Go to module 1, and before you complete the questions over here, you've got preparatory assignment, which basically involves reading that text. So even though you've got the text up over here, you're going to want to click this so that you get your point. That's one free point. And if you don't click it and get a check mark, you will lose a point. So make sure you click that. And then when you click it and get to it, you can read through it. And you also should watch these videos and take notes as you read and watch the sample videos. That's basically your preparatory work. And then the corresponding questions that are going to, hopefully you'll have gotten a good idea of how to answer each of these by the videos and the readings in this section. Or if you like this better, I do like it a little better with the separate eText over here, because when I open the videos, it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing in the module. You'll notice it gets a little clunky if you try and open the videos from this link as opposed to going to the eText separately and then opening these videos. So if I open that video, it's going to give me examples. How do you get a stratified sample, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so that's the material that directly pertains to each of these assignment questions. And this is the section that pertains here and so on. So it's pretty well kept together for you in the assignment modules. Now I will be, as we come back over here to the course shell in Blackboard, I will be adding a folder with some of my own videos to supplement and give you some other perspective on a lot of the ideas that they're going to cover. So be watching for that maybe in the next week or so. And then, of course, on the syllabus, the due dates should correspond to the due dates in the modules. So in your assignment modules, these due dates, you should pretty much see a association there. And after module 8, you'll have your midterm and be online. but your final exam will be a face-to-face final in which you'll have to attend a session, and that information is spelled out for you on the syllabus. And you feel free to send me an email or contact me if you have questions. What else should I say? Let's see. Okay, one other thing I want to point out is when you go into your module, again, the due date is beside all the modules together, but it's also independently in the modules before you click this. Let's say that the due date passed, the end of August here, module 1 passes, and you just didn't get around to these, say, last 3 questions or several of these questions. You will be able to access it past the due date, and you will be able to work on questions, but there will be a penalty. So let's say these last 3, there's 9 points worth of questions there, right? So if you complete those 9 points past the due date, then you're going to have a 20% deduction from those 9 points. Okay, so just calculate that into your score. All right. So okay, so take you back here and just remember on your course syllabus, that your course schedule is down here and that your midterm will be online these dates, and that it contains everything up through module 8. So obviously you want to complete module 8 by that due date, and then and start the rest of it here, and then your final exam. So if you read about the final exam here, you can see that you'll have 3 locations to choose from and 4 different days on which you'll be able to schedule. So, all right, we'll have more on all this later on. And so far, go ahead and get started, get that first orientation completed and get started on module 1. And I'll look forward to keeping up with you later on in the semester. Thanks and take care.